Adam Christ for MyMMAnews.com being joined by Shedrick Chocolate Thunder Goodridge ahead of his 19th professional bout, and it goes down at Art of War 15 against Andre Petroski at the 2300 Arena December 13th, and it's for the 185-pound title. First, I got to say, Shedrick, I appreciate you taking the time, my man. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate having me on the show.
It's my pleasure, man. So, this is your 19th time getting in the cage as a professional, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? Just like, I mean, you've been at this game a long time. That's not even counting your amateur career. How are you feeling just at this level of the game, still active, still going strong, only 30 years old, got all this experience on your belt? Just how are you feeling, brother?
I feel good. You know, after a while, like sometimes like when you talk to some of the older guys in the gym that have been doing it, they feel like there's like a wear and tear, but like I feel like I've done things right to where it's like if you watch my fights, I don't get in these drag out wars to where it's punch, I get punched back. I don't like getting hit, so I'm always moving. So it's more of a like I feel good. I don't feel beat up or anything. I still feel like I'm sharp. I still feel like my game's evolving. So I mean, I'm rocking this thing till the wheels fall off.
So I got to ask, going into this fight, your day-to-day training, like, I mean, balancing life outside of the gym, home life, everything like that. How's it been focusing on this fight camp?
It's actually been really, really good because like I've been getting help with my kids. I've been able to be in the gym nonstop. I started teaching the fitness class at our gym, so I spend more time in the gym. When I'm not at the gym, I work at 24-hour fitness, so
nice.
I'm still in the gym. So I've been able to be in the gym. Like when I'm have off time, I'll do some bag work. I feel like I had more time to focus. Like I can focus. Like the task at hand has been the task at hand. I haven't had sidetracks or anything outside to go and throw me off. So I feel like this camp has been really good.
Have you had issues with that in the past with, side distractions and things getting in your way outside of camp?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I feel like everybody has them now, even with like certain situations where it's like, it could be like, oh, that's a side. Like you learn how to handle it as you get older in the game. So you learn how to like, all right, well, that sucks, but it could be worse like this. So I'm just gonna continue finishing doing what I got to do, and just the task at hand. Like I'm looking at it like this. December 13th. That's the task at hand.
Right.
Whatever else is going on, I can handle that after I signed a contract. I'm locked in.
Yeah, very professional way to put it. I like that. And to be honest with you, a lot of professionals can learn from that. I mean, we signed the dotted line. This is my agreement right now. We can deal with what's afterwards and everything. Just because it is a profession and it is a job. So
exactly.
Moving on past that, man, I want to ask you, what do you know about Andre Petroski as an opponent? He's a tough guy. He's undefeated. What do you know about him?
Most that I do know about him is his wrestling background. He has like a very decorated wrestling background. I remember, I think he wrestled in the PA state finals in like 2010 or something. And like I remember because I was still helping out at the high school, and my brother was just coming into high school, and he was also a good wrestler. So we were watching the other guys like around the country or whatnot. And his name he came across before. So when I had gotten when they like gave me the name, I was like, where do I know that name from? And then I remember I'm like, oh, that kid, the wrestler. But I mean, I heard he's done some kickboxing fights. I haven't really seen much of it, but I know he has a very, very strong wrestling background. But I mean, I also have a strong wrestling background too. So,
right. So with the technology world right at your fingertips, you haven't bothered to take a look at much of his fights? Nothing?
I mean, I've definitely watched some of his fights, some tendencies. But that's really the only reason why I'd probably watch your first amateur fight, your last amateur fight, your first pro, and then the last fight that you had. If there's fights in between, like because certain tendencies that stick, like you just have to learn how to mask them. So what I do is I look for certain tendencies and just try and build off of that. At the end of the day, I have to make my game plan work. I can't just look to Oh, well, he's wrestling, so I'm gonna have
Right.
to defend all the shots. Nah, I mean, if I'm throwing punches that he feels uncomfortable and he's shooting where he's not comfortable, then I'm making my game plan work into my favor. So I'll watch some fights, but I'm not gonna obsess over
Mhm.
his fights with other people. I might obsess over the fact that I'm fighting the guy, and
Mhm.
that's the guy that's at hand. But
Right.
I'm not gonna sit back because everybody is fought it. They're not me. There's certain things certain guys will do that I wouldn't do, and certain things I would do that other guys wouldn't do. So I can't just dwell on that.
So I want to ask, man, like you said, you noticed his wrestling. You've commented on his wrestling a little bit. You obviously have your own wrestling background too. But where do you think you stand out in this contest? Do you think your striking is
By
the bread?
far,
Yeah.
yeah, by far. I feel like I honestly feel like because he fights out of balance, the
Mhm.
balance in 302 BJJ. I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like I fought the best striker out of their gym in Samuel Rapiza
Yeah.
back in the day when I fought him in Bellator.
Yeah.
And if we look at that fight, we were pretty even on our feet. He landed some good shots. I landed some good shots, and I feel like where I'm going to overly excel is on our feet. That's like I mean we haven't really seen much. I think he has a knockout in his amateur, but like I feel like the kid was just worried about his wrestling, so Andre was able to put his hands together and put him down. So I mean, but I honestly feel like his best chance would be trying to get the fight to the ground.
Yeah.
But
And talking about, like you said, your fight with Sammy, and I want to talk about your experience now. Do you feel like that's something that it weighs heavily into this context? Do you think that there's just levels to this game? And like you said, you fought some good,
definitely,
and this experience, it's going to show that there are some levels in this.
there are definitely levels. I'm not taking nothing away from the kid. Like
Right, right.
he's he's definitely training to get to be prepared for it. But I mean, like I said, I watched some of his fight. His first fight, he got rocked. You thought he was going out, but he was able to fight back and then get the finish in that same round. So he's had some type of adversity, but as you can see, they've all been in the first round. What happens when we get out of the first round? What happens when the pace starts to kick up? Like, I'm not trying to say that he probably doesn't have the gas tank. He's a wrestler. Most likely will have the gas tank. But I've been through the 3 round fights. I know what I need to do to get the win, get the fight to the ground, keep the fight standing. So my experience is going to be a major key into this fight.
Yeah. And now I want to ask, given you win this fight, obviously you have a tough matchup at hand here, but given you win this fight, what does being the Art of War 185-pound champion mean to you as a man? Because like you said, you've been at this a long time.
It means a lot because like at the end of the day, I'm a world champ. At the end of the day, all this work that I've been putting in, it it pays off. There's a lot of people like, hey man, you've been fighting for a while. Like, are you gonna fight for a belt or what's going on? Like, are you gonna keep doing it? Are you gonna retire or whatnot? Like at the end of the day, I'm in this for the long run. So when it comes down to it, me winning a world title, whether it's at 30, whether it's at like 25, or whether it's at 40, it's a major part to me because at the end of the day, no one comes in here to just coexist. You want to be at the top of the game. So I'll be at the top of this organization, and I'll definitely be looking to defend.
Nice. I like that. And I want to close on this, man. If you'll be so bold, do you have a prediction? How you take out Andre Petroski?
I take out Andre Petroski. If let's see, I take him out. I feel like he will definitely try and push the pace, and I feel like I'm going to be able to wear him down. And I can see myself finishing this fight within 2 rounds.
Nice, man. Well, I want to say, man, best of luck. It's an honor having you on. We talked a little bit before we started recording, and you were one of my very, very first interviews when I got into this game in 2013. So coming full circle and seeing where you are now and fighting for the world title, and it's really cool, man. And I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you having me on your show.
Hey, man, best of luck on next Saturday, December 13th, Art of War 15th for the middleweight strap, dude. Best of luck. And I want to close out on one thing. Do you have any coaches, sponsors, social media you want to
Yeah,
plug?
definitely. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at CT Goodridge _185. I want to give a shout out. You see it, rocking the Maha fight gear, one of my main sponsors. New Jersey Savage, that's another one of my sponsors. New Jersey Nutrition, they help me with my nutrition. They get me all the goods to get me ready for the fight. Also, Driven Gym, that's where I fight out of. We got New Breed. It's actually one of my close teammates. He started his new. He has like a beard, like just to make you look good. So I'm trying to grow this out, see where that goes. But I'm working with him. They got you see, got a little bit there.
I see fire.
Yeah, there we go. Let me see. You got everybody, like pretty much everybody that like helps me out. Coach Mills, James, Coach Big Head, I call him. Coach Hollywood, he's been working with me with my boxing. So, I mean, Animal, Team Henzo Gracie, just everybody that's been along for the ride. We're ready to like make things full circle.